Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Agabane101 and welcome to episode 12. But before we begin, I have some things to say, some things that have come up, which are fantastic and totally noteworthy. There is a guy named by Chico who has contacted me on the YouTubes via inbox, and he has asked me if I would be able to give his Facebook a shout-out. Now, you may be wondering, why are you shouting out this random guy? Well, he's not so random. Actually, he's using the Facebook account known as Operation Atla. And what that is, it's a website that's devoted to helping Dark Cloud 3 become a thing. So, go give that a look. He explains everything on the Facebook page as to what Operation Atla is. Basically, all you need to know is that the CEO for Level 5 Studios says he will be interested in making a Dark Cloud 3 if enough people are interested, and so basically he made that Facebook account to hope that enough people will be interested in a Dark Cloud 3. So definitely worth checking out. Alright, so episode 13. We got a few items for us to use today, so I think we should probably take a look at some of them. We have Pow's house, which I'm not so sure where these houses should be going. So, I guess we can just put them anywhere. So, let's put Pow's house right here, since that seems to be the corner. And let's see here, we have Kokao's house. Interesting names. I guess we'll do that. I guess there's no way to actually get up to Pow's house. This is a bit of a shame, but we might be able to do something about that. And let's just, make our lives easy and put that house there as well. Looks a little interesting there. Okay, and then we have a watermill. I don't think you can really put mills anywhere. Mills? I don't know what I'm talking about. And then we have bridges. I don't think we have any rivers actually placed just yet, so nothing to really do there. I guess we can put some fire on some of these things. We'll probably end up taking these off later on, but hey, whatever. Always nice to have some fire. This guy obviously needs his clothing rack, apparently, so that's fine. Let's get him a sign and some stairs. And Pow apparently is in existence, so he's probably the first guy we are going to be running into here. In fact, he needs a sign, so I'll give him a sign, and then we'll see how things go from there. Looks like we need this little rooftop here. I think that this house needs a rooftop, but I guess you have to ask the guy that actually lives there if he would so desire one. So I guess right now, nothing too much going on in the way of the town, but we just got a new guy. So where's Pow's house? His house is right here. So let's go say hello and see how he's doing. See if he's having a good day. Hopefully he's having a good day now that he's alive again, or in somewhat of an existence. I guess he's not in here. So let's go take a look outside. Maybe he has now spawned on the outside of his house. Wondering why some random dude has appeared here and why all his friends are gone. There he is. Hello, pal. Looks like you're wearing a cute little kitten around your neck, which is actually a little disturbing considering it is just the leather of said kitten. I sure hope Shao doesn't see it. You don't seem to be You don't seem to be from around here. Well, if you're new here, you should go see Trent first. I did see him. Okay, so what do you need for your house? I start to feel restless when I don't have my laundry hung on the clothesline. Could you do something about that? Alright, it seems that there is another person that will need to get the answers out of him. No, wait, no. He just needs a clothesline fixed up. Alright, now we fixed his house. We fixed the first person's house. We are fixer-uppers. And we are awesome. Let's see what kind of reward we're going to get here. Hopefully it's going to be something pretty good and decent. And not cheese. Hey, there you are. Come sit here. Finally, I can settle down. I hear we owe it to you. There's only you, dude. Stay for a meal. I'll cook something special. I sure hope it's not cheese. I'm full. So, have you found the Moon People's village yet? Nope. I see. Wise Owl's forest is really big, so may not be as easy to find. Oh well. Don't get discouraged. Take it easy. Don't rush. Cheer up. I'll give you this. Well, it's a fruit of Eden, so at least it's not cheese. Good luck. Bye. Now get out of my house and leave it forever. Alright, so let's use the Fruit of Eden, which I believe increases my health. Incredibly delicious fruit increases max health value. Let's go to 100 health points. And then we'll worry about Xiao, so then she can not be at like the lowest health point ever. Let's take a look here. Looks like we're gonna need some help in terms of actually keeping our character alive. One thing I want to see is, can I actually stack items inside of my inventory? So apparently you cannot, you can only do it while you put this stuff up here. One thing that has me curious is that when I change characters, I won't be able to use the items that are currently in my hotbar. I don't know, they did that in Dark Cloud 2, which is a bit annoying. Anyway, we gotta go back to the old town. And the reason for that is I need to buy some materials. I need to buy some more repair powder, and I need to sell an item, I believe, if I so choose. So let's do this. Luckily, we can just teleport right into the dungeon when we are done. And hopefully Odd Gaffer has more stuff for us, which I completely doubt. Maybe we just didn't do it right, or something. Or maybe we just don't get the feathers until we get the Wise Owl, which would make a little bit more sense to me, since you can start doing some trading. Anyway, is the store open? Why is the screen all shaky? You know what, I'm just gonna press some buttons, see if this fixes it at all, and it doesn't seem like it's helping. It's actually not helping one bit. So, we're gonna have to live with the inevitability that there will be a little bit of camera shaking, which is, of course, some of the problems with the PCSX emulator. But nonetheless, it's still pretty fun. Alright, let's go buy. Alright, we got some of that. What? Doesn't look like you have enough money. Oh my god, I'm poor. Oh right, because I did that. Alright, well, I can get my money. I can get some more money. Okay, I only have $400. That's totally fine. I thought it was $1,000 or $500, but not a big of a deal. Or not big of a deal. Repair powder is already pretty good, so I guess we're just gonna go for some more of the regular water. And that should be about it. Maybe some poison antidotes. I think that's pretty good. I think we'll be able to survive just fine. Alright, thanks old man. Let us go back into the adventure that is the Matataki Village's Wise Owl Forest. And see how it goes, see how things traverse and go out. I can't help but imagine that we will be fighting with Xiao very shortly, which I am very scared about. Luckily, we don't have to do that for this one. So with a delicious drink of my water, how about we start this episode 13 up, shall we, with a bang. And by with a bang, I mean a bang that happens within the middle of the episode, but oh well, we'll see how that goes. And hopefully the game doesn't freak out continuously. So we have a cannibal plant. Always looks like fun. Uh-oh. Probably don't want to get hit by that. Something tells me that could go down pretty poorly. It looks like the game is still shaking around a bit. Let me press some buttons here until it calms down. If it will ever calm down. And if it does not calm down, then I don't know what's going on. So I do apologize. I don't know what's happening. Maybe the game's just freaking out a little bit more than its usual self, which is very strange. Could be because I was playing Dark Cloud 2 earlier, but I've never had that problem happen before. Let's just kind of stand still here for a moment. It looks like only when I am moving in certain locations it seems to start freaking out a little bit. Looks like my character is getting a bit thirsty, so we might as well go ahead and drink some water. Might as well use that. There we go. Perfect. Looking good. Yeah, I think things have actually just fixed themselves, so I have no idea what's actually happening here. Maybe it's just my mind going crazy. But I completely doubt that. Alright, let's grab the Atla. Hopefully we can get the new store opened up as soon as possible. That's the one thing I'm kind of just hoping for here. Hopefully he doesn't actually hit me with a poison apple. That would be... oh, that would be really bad. Alright, let's see if we're going to be able to get like 1 or 2 hits of... excuse me, we're only going to be able to get 1 or 2 more hits with my sword. And that'll be good. To repair it. Get everything going there. So, not much to do in this mission. So, how are you guys' days doing? This is not a live stream, apparently. Yeah, I do apologize. I'm actually kind of a little tired here today because I've been doing a lot of video work for Final Fantasy XIV. A Realm Reborn, obviously, because the... Oh, we do have the mustache key. A Realm Reborn because the original game kind of doesn't exist anymore. So you'll definitely be expecting tons of those videos on my channel soon, because I personally am a huge fan of the beta. And that guy does a lot of damage. Holy crap, man. That guy is insane. But anyway, I was live streaming earlier today, and I was trying to play some Dark Cloud 2, which is, for the most part, a more graphically intensive game than this one. And it is a shame because that version of Dark Cloud 2, it is like I said, more graphically intensive, and PCSX tends to run it at a worse rate than this game. Actually, this game runs surprisingly well. Of all the games I have had a chance of playing on PCX2, I've had a chance of playing the original Monster Hunter 2, and Dark Cloud 1, Dark Cloud 2. I've tried actually running SOCOM 2 on this emulator as well, and it actually ran poorly. It was not even playable because the way the Xbox controller works, it doesn't work the same way a PlayStation controller works, which is using pressure sensitivity. And the way PCSX's emulation works is that it is all touch key. So like you touch the key and the key works. It's not pressure sensitive at all unless you're talking about the thumbstick. So that is the annoying part about it. So unfortunately, SOCOM is a no-go on my PCSX controllers. Doesn't matter if I was using a PS2 controller or anything like that, because it just won't work in the fashion that it was originally intended for when you were playing on the PlayStation. Which really sucks, because I really wanted to show off some of the SOCOM gameplay and all that good stuff, because SOCOM was one of my favorite games of all time, because it actually involved you thinking. You had to think about shooting and things like that. You had to think about who would actually hear your gunfire and all that good stuff. I love a thinky man's game. If you haven't already been able to tell by all my crazy amounts of Payday content I've been doing on the channel. And that's also one of the things why, one of the reasons why I do enjoy playing games like Dark Cloud. It requires you just to do something a little different than the typical RPG, than the typical thing that you see most of the time. Also, this guy's a complete dick. He's just doing tons of damage to me. I should be a little bit more careful. Maybe let him deal a punch on me. And oh, he does. Oh, this bastard. This bastard right here. Man. If only the target system was just slightly better and didn't slow down my character. I think what I'll do now, from now on, is just kind of ignore doing lock-ons just for a little bit, because I don't think it's actually just working out in my favor. In fact, I think it's hindering me quite a lot. I'm going to use another one of these. Seems pretty reasonable to me, and then I'm going to use another piece of bread, because I think that also seems pretty reasonable. Alright, one more guy to get. Oh, it's one of those things that stay up in the top of the forest. Pretty sure... Ooh, Kalululu. Whoever that is. Kalululu! Let's see if we can actually get this guy up top. Can I lock onto him? It doesn't seem like... Ooh, I'm able to. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's going to be too friendly with me today, so let's see what's going to happen here. Can I block his attack? That would be quite interesting. Looks like I didn't need to worry about blocking, and the guy went down pretty easily, so that's always pretty great. I remember having a lot of troubles with those kinds of creatures when I was younger. They would always just spin around in a circle and be such dicks. Alright, let's see. Do I have any physical way of actually going through here? I don't need a shiny stone. What I do need, however, is something that grows the water. I believe it's called sundew. Alright, sweet. Alright. It's a large boat made of leaves. Let's take the boat. This is the exact same way as using the oil on the tram inside of the ruined village. I think it was the... Oh, what was it called? Dran's Cave, or the... something cave. Should probably play this game more so I can actually remember whatever Ruined Village's cave was. Alright, so all the monsters are super powered, but you don't actually have to fight any of them, so let's just not worry about that. I'm just gonna grab my lovely treasure chests here and try and make myself some awesome loot, because that is the whole goal of going into areas like these. Now, I believe that you can actually get more experience points by killing the enemies in here, so that is a possibility. So maybe we could go after some of the easier folk that are chilling inside of this area, but of course it's not ideal, because I believe even if you do get slightly more experience points, I don't know if it's going to be worth it in any particular way. Well, this guy just left himself open. Seems pretty good to me. Alright. Seems like a decent amount of experience points, so I might need to note that, though, down to really get in the sense of how much experience that actually gave my weapon. Oh, geez. That is a painful attack right there. And it may be worthy to go into my inventory here and attempt healing myself before I have to withstand some more damage. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if we can get him to do that. Alright, there we go. So he evaded. Looks like we're going to get to maximum abs. Looks like that just happened. So let's go ahead and go into our weapon first and upgrade it. Let's, of course, customize. I don't know what we should be doing with this stuff. So, oh, looks like it's going to increase my attack. So let's do that. Let's see if this is going to be better. Doesn't really look like it's going to do anything better. Garnet, what's this one going to do? Oh, it's also going to increase my damage, so that's going to be fantastic. And Emerald, what's this one going to do? It is going to increase my magic, so I'm not too worried about magic. Magic I do not really fully understand just yet. I believe it would probably relate to these things, like thunder, and different kinds of attributes like this, but in this situation, I'm not particularly worried about it. Also, it would seem that we are gaining holy damage and fire damage from these items as well, so we'll have to keep that in mind. In fact, I would like to see what exactly Emerald does for me. Doesn't seem like Emerald actually gives me an attribute at all, so let's not worry about that. So doesn't look like I have really anything else to use. I could use something that's probably better, like Dragon Slayer, than actual speed, or I can increase my own endurance by 1, but I believe Dragon Slayer or Stonebreaker could be quite a bit better, so I think that's going to be good. Let's go upgrade the amazing weapon. Someone did make the suggestion of going ahead and taking the dagger, level up to 5, and then synthesize it, and then put it onto your Sax 4. Sax plus 4. Or take Shao's weapon, get to level 5, synthesize it, and it will automatically give you a new starter weapon, which I believe is what happens when you use your starter weapon. God damn it, I got poisoned. Oh my god. Good thing I bought these extra antidotes. I guess I was thinking ahead there. That was pretty good. Alright, well, hopefully that was worth it. Let's actually just go take a look and see what our weapon can actually become. If we go to build up here, doesn't actually say. So information required for building up this weapon. Apparently we will need more speed and magic points, as well as more ice damage, wind damage, and holy damage, as well as more whatever that Night Helm ability is, and whatever that curse I think it is on the bottom right. I guess those are specific enemy types. Let's go take a look and see what that is. I've never actually really paid attention to it. This is anti-mage, which damages mages, of course, which I probably should be giving to Shao more so than anything. And then we have anti-metal, which means there's going to be metal enemies later on. Man, these enemies are so metal! Which is going to be horrifying and dangerous in every way of the word. This is always great. This is always fantastic. Gotta live on the edge at some point. Might want to use this Drand's Feather when I get the chance as well. Surprisingly, it has not broken yet. This is, I think we're still lasting on 1 Drand's Feather for the past however many episodes it has in fact been. So I guess we should use it. No idea how this feather is supposed to break. Maybe it refreshes each time you go into a new dungeon, but to me that doesn't make as much sense as I'm just getting lucky and it's not breaking just yet, because it's a possible random chance, I believe, as to if it is going to break. And also, I completely forgot to go ahead and start customizing our gear. So for now, I will equip the Emerald, because the Emerald is cool and will increase our attack by 2, which I think I should have used originally, but I completely dodged it and missed it and didn't actually see it, which is typical for me. Oh, fantastic, we got another Drand's Feather without even had to buy one. I'm not going to use that. I think these are too risky now to really try and go for them. Sometimes you lose a lot of money. Or sometimes you get poisoned, or sometimes your weapon becomes halved on this WHP, and I'm not willing to risk it. As I see another one right there too, it's just not worth it. I feel like it's a higher chance to fail than there is a higher chance to get something that's relatively okay. And I'm not really risking, I don't really want to risk getting something that's just relatively okay. So let's go see what's down here first, because I would love to see what kind of enemies we're going to be dealing with down here. Looks like everything is mages today, so I'm not going to deal with the mages because they can potentially poison me. Poison antidotes are, in fact, 80 Zen or Zenny or whatever. Actually, what is the money called in this game? Are they called Zenny, or could I be making stuff up? I actually can't see what they are called. So, ooh, wait, maybe the gold bar will tell me what it in fact is. Item price, no change, goodbye, with extra money. Okay. I guess it's not going to tell me, which is a bit sad. And apparently, how much money do I have now? Whoa. Oh, my bad. I keep pressing the pause button because whenever I press the triangle button, it does not respond, because you can only actually pause the game if you are, in fact, stopped and not moving. Which I can only assume is a design mechanic and not a flaw. Probably just to make it so you can't move / dodge while accessing your inventory. Alright, so just gotta make one more dodge past this kind lady here, who hopefully will not do any damage to us, which seems to be pretty good. Oh wait, we don't want to go that way. We want to go leave, actually. We want to use the same little leaf thing, because this is actually just the extra area. I almost forgot we were in the extra area and not really in the other thing, which is totally fine by me. Okay. So here we go. Going to the next area here. And I believe we pretty much have everything we need to leave the area, as my monitor freaks out for no reason. But we gotta go use the mustache key and get the final Atla, which is what I'm more particularly interested in. Looks like this guy wants to eat me. Wow, okay, my weapon has become exponentially more powerful. Well, I guess it's not really exponentially. Exponentially would be something that would be much greater and possibly lesser than what it has increased by, but that is totally fine. Not really much of a mathematician anyway. It's like, well, actually, exponential is not the term that you would be using there, because it is not upgrading in such a way. And holy crap, did blocking that do damage to my weapon? That really blows. I will have to be careful about that, but I don't know. I always get very curious to see if it is in fact hurting my weapon in some way. Which is not good. Not good at all. I don't want to have to end up losing my weapon to just some block. Oh god. That movement forward is just a pain in the butt. Alright, let's use this one. See what happens. Yeah, monsters are pumped with energy. See? That sucks. But whatever. Hey, an amulet. That is an antidote amulet, which means if I get poisoned, the poison will actually go onto the amulet, and the amulet will get used up. So I could probably just evade these two guys here, maybe, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna grab the Atla first before really horrible things happen. And then we'll see how we can deal with this bee first, which seems to be the immediate threat. Or it's a hornet in this case. Hornets are way worse than bees because they actually just want to sting you. They don't even care. Like, oh, you exist? I will stab you because you exist. Looks like it only lasted for a short period of time. 83 damage to a plant. Now, to me, that sounds like a good amount of damage, if you ask me. Now, I can only wonder how powerful this blade will become in the future. I don't think I've ever been this powerful with Tone before, but Tone seems to be handling himself just fine. Now, Xiao, on the other hand, she is super weak. She is the weakest of them all. Which, all the more makes me more— oh, no! Shit! Oh! Xiao! Save me! Oh, use a stand-in powder. I don't have stand-in powder! Oh, God. Oh, God, I lost $100. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Well, We can't end this episode on a low note like that one. We gotta go and find out if we can beat this. Ah, my god, I was not thinking there. I was like, oh, there's no monster here. That means maybe the game's glitched. No, the monster is actually chilling at the top of the level and getting ready to murder my soul. What a bastard. And now I have to get everything over again. Well, this is gonna be fun. At least the level is now different, so that does change it significantly. In terms of wondering where everything is. And of course, it always just means that we're going to get a little bit more experience points than we normally would. There's the exit, of course. So let's see if we can get lucky and grab something very quickly here and see if the wise owl will dig that much more than anything else, I guess you could say. Nice, a one-hit kill. Fantastic. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy too. And looks like we got our first item. Let's hope we can get the red berry. That is all we need. Here's your red berry, or possibly red baron, but not really. No, you do not like red berries. Well, you, oh, my friend, are certainly not kind. Let us hope we can find our next item that will not get us poisoned. Oh, jeez. Not good. Jeez, man, these guys do a lot of damage. Alright, let's go ahead and eat some bread so we don't just get instant killed by an 85 attack damage. Alright. We got our shiny stone. Let's finish this guy off with good old Xiao. And Xiao is a tank. Doing it good. By tank, I mean an amazingly weak DPS. Because that's all she's good for. That's just how I've set her up. In other scenarios, other people would have set her up to be a very powerful being. Oh, God. Of course, he requires the chestnut. The chestnut will be his friend. That's the only way we will be allowed to leave this horrifying, horrifying forest of doom and death and sadness. But that is okay. We will potentially get more stuff by looting some of the treasure chests and things like that. Looks like there's going to be another ambush up here. I need to be careful of these ambushes. Oh, wow. Those. Okay, so blocking does not prevent me from being hit by that sweeping attack. That is good to know. So might as well go and hit him, I guess. And that should be pretty good. Alright, let's hope that we can get the next piece very soon. Alright, we got the magical crystal, so we did miss 3 monsters. However, on this direction we will be getting something potentially better. I'm gonna heal up my weapon before we use this one, because I want to see if we're gonna get lucky this time. I can't get lucky. I can't get really shitty luck all the time, and it looks like we got super lucky, and our weapon's gonna be level 5, so that's great. So let's go to customization. It's unequipped magic, because I don't believe we really need that. Yeah, that's all that's doing is increasing magic and our anti-dragon and our anti-plant. Okay, now there we go. I should have checked this one before. Okay, that one will be super worth it. And everything else here seems to be pretty good, so I think we're all good for another upgrade. So let's go ahead and do that. Make our weapon fantastically better. So maybe this redo has made it better. Okay, so now we can do a status break in case we were interested in turning this into a synth sphere, which will allow us to, of course, synthesize the weapon with other stuff. Which I believe synth spheres can only go into blue slots, if I'm correct, but I could be wrong about that. Something tells me that's what the blue little thing is for. Alright, well, at least we got a repair powder back. That's always great. So I'm going to go ahead and use a tasty water, I think. I'm just going to use a tasty water since we got him. Since we got him, and hopefully I didn't actually miss... Oh, there was a spot on the map that actually had a spring, but oh well. My god, I am awful, as usual. Alright, so we got that guy too. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, one guy to go. A cannibal plant, which is interesting. How dare this plant eat its brethren in times like these? Interesting, though, it's also a human-eating plant, so I guess it's like a human trap-eating plant of evil and menacingness. Not very nice plant, eating your friends like that. That's not the way to make friends, plant. not the way at all. Oh man, well at least we know that these last 3 guys will be in fact be the ones that have the key to get out. I was kind of hoping that we'd get an early key, but hey, if we didn't use that power-up thing, then that's pretty good. Now the thing is that power-up meter, or that little circle that's on the ground, sometimes it could remove all the abs in your weapon, so it's usually not the best idea to use it when your weapon is at, for one, really high WHP, because it can have that. And 2, you don't want to use it when you have high abs, because that would just be bad. It could potentially just remove all that work, which is a huge pain in the butt. I believe you can also get poisoned by it. Like I just got poisoned there. Oh wait, in a gooey state. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. Well, looks like we have to deal with this guy again. That's always great. I guess if we just get 1 hit on him, we should be okay. There we go. Luckily I can hit him while he's moving around, and there we go. Pointy chestnut. We would have been out of here if we went this way right at the beginning. And damn this goo for afflicting me. It's not very nice, and I don't know how long goo lasts for. So I'm going to go ahead and use soap. So hey, I guess the soap that Mr. Claude gave me makes up for it just fine. Other than that, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are awesome. Like I said, make sure to go check out Operation Atla on Facebook. Like the page to let the guys at Level 5 Studios know that people are interested in seeing a Dark Cloud 3. Because I believe they only have like 1,300 followers right now, and I believe they deserve much, much more. Alright, I will see you guys in the next one.